for a Next News special report.
Some breaking news now. A political earthquake shaking up the 2024 race. Leaked polling data predicts a Trump landslide. But is it too good to be true? Open Labs, a Democrat firm, shows Trump crushing Biden with 358 electoral votes. But why would Dems leak this? Is it a trap to make us complacent? Tonight we'll uncover the truth behind these numbers and why they mean to every American. So stay tuned for my final thought. It's a wake-up call you cannot afford to miss. Now, folks, just like these leaked polls caught us off guard, our channel faces an unexpected crisis. For over a decade, we've been your beacon of truth, but now we are on the brink of collapse. YouTube has demonetized us, and Rumble, they won't partner. But like Trump's projected comeback, we refuse to give up. Our mission to uncover the truth is more critical than ever, and we need your support right now. Whether it's a donation or sharing our message, every action counts. So visit the links below to stand with us. Together, we'll keep the flame of truth burning bright, just like we keep fighting for our republic's future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the political world is reeling from a bombshell revelation. Leaked polling data from Open Labs, a Democrat firm, predicts a substantial victory for President Trump in the upcoming election. Now, these numbers have sent shockwaves through both parties, but before we celebrate or despair, let's dive deeper into what this really means. Now, according to the leaked data, Trump is projected to secure a commanding 358 electoral votes, leaving Biden with 180. Well, not as dramatic as Ronald Reagan's historic 1980 victory over Jimmy Carter, which saw Reagan with 489 electoral votes to Carter's 49. This projected outcome for Trump would still represent a significant electoral college victory if it were materialized. As you can see in this electoral map, the sea of red is striking. Trump isn't just winning, he's dominating in key swing states. Pennsylvania, often considered the tipping point state, shows Trump leading by 7.3 percentage points in a multi-candidate race. Even in a head-to-head matchup, Biden trails by 6 points. Now, this brings to mind the infamous Dewey defeats Truman headline from 1948. Back then, polls and pundits were so confident in Thomas Dewey's victory that the Chicago Daily Tribune prematurely declared him the winner. We all know how that turned out. It's a reminder that polls, even when they seem definitive, can be misleading. But let's dig a little bit deeper into these numbers. The leak shows Trump making significant inroads in traditionally blue states. This shift mirrors the realignment we saw in 2016, but on a much larger scale. It's reminiscent of Nixon's 1972 landslide when he flipped several Democrat strongholds. Now, this graph illustrates the dramatic lead that Trump holds across various demographics. It's particularly striking to see the gains among Hispanic and African American voters, groups that have historically leaned Democrat. However, we must ask ourselves, why was this data leaked and why now? In the world of politics, information is power, and the timing of leaks is rarely coincidental. Could this be a strategic move by Democrats to lull Trump supporters into a false sense of security? History provides us with examples of such tactics. In 1980, the Carter campaign leaked internal polls showing a close race, hoping to motivate their base. The opposite happened. It energized Reagan supporters, contributing to his landslide victory. We must also consider the credibility of polling firms in today's political climate. The 2016 and 2020 elections saw significant polling errors. Many firms underestimated Trump's support, particularly in key swing states. So this leak could be an overcorrection, an attempt to regain credibility by erring on the side of a Trump victory. Moreover, these numbers raise questions about the effectiveness of Biden's campaign strategy. With such a deficit, one would expect a major shakeup in the Democrat camp. Will they double down on their current approach, or will we see a dramatic pivot? It's crucial to remember that polls are snapshots, not predictions. The political landscape can shift rapidly. Events like debates, economic challenges, or international crises can sway public opinion in a matter of days. So consider the 1980 election again. Just a week before the election, polls showed a neck-and-neck race between Reagan and Carter, yet Reagan won in a landslide. This demonstrates how quickly voter sentiment can shift, especially in the final days of a campaign. We also can't ignore the potential impact of these numbers on voter turnout. Historically, supporters of candidates leading in polls have sometimes become overconfident, leading to lower turnout. The 1948 election serves as a cautionary tale. Truman's supporters, energized by his underdog status, turned out in droves, defying the polls. On the flip side, These numbers could energize the Democrat base, spurring them to redouble their efforts in key battleground states. We saw a similar effect in 2016 when polls showing a Clinton lead may have contributed to increased Republican turnout in crucial swing states. So as we approach the election, these leaked polls should serve as a call to action, not a reason for complacency. Every vote counts, and the only poll that truly matters is the one on Election Day. Remember, our republic is founded on the principle of active citizen participation. So regardless of what the polls say, it's our duty to stay informed, engage in civil discourse, and most importantly, exercise our right to vote. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. My fellow Americans, these leaked polls are a wake-up call, not a guarantee. History shows us that complacency is the true enemy of democracy. While these numbers look promising, we can't afford to let our guard down. The fight for our republic's future is far from over, so stay vigilant, stay engaged, and most importantly, vote. Your voice matters now more than ever. Together, we can shape America's destiny, but only if we remain united and determined. The power, my friends, is in your hands.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.